Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Elden Ring. Uh, Last we left off, we finished up Belurat Tower Settlement. Yep, we started at the first Grayson side, took the shortcut back up to I think the second level. I would call it. Made a detour through the side secret area with some manflies and a cross of Mikola, where he divested himself of his sinistral hand, or his left hand, which is kind of specific, which means he discarded his right hand somewhere. His text, or I don't know, which is kind of specific. But anyway, we found the cross, got another Shadow Tree fragment, another talisman, fought our way through a horned warrior with the giant greatsword. Yeah, that greatsword we can't get until the very last horned warrior we're gonna fight in the divine beast warrior, I would call him, up in there. Blech. We don't. Yeah, they're one of the hardest enemies in the game. Base enemies, anyway. Got like 2 or 3 revered spirit ashes, at least 2, I think. One from a pot guy, one from a statue. Fought our way through a curse blade, and then came upon the divine beast dancing lion, where I did summon Redmane Freya for it, because I know she has dialogue or new dialogue if you summon her for that fight. I'm not sure if she says it even if you don't. I went ahead and summoned her just in case, and we beat him. Wasn't the prettiest fight, but we got it done. He's not my favorite. He's not my favorite boss in the DLC. Favorite boss is probably coming up in the Castle Ensis here, right up there actually. Yeah, I like her better than Divine Beast, but that's a tangent. Beat him. Picked up another Spirit Ash. Made our way up to the entrance to Inner Ilum, but it's blocked by shadow. Yep. So now and then after that, we went and talked to all the NPCs again. Some of them had new dialogue, some of them didn't. I think Onsblock had one about the Cross Mikola. Moore didn't have any. Freya did. Oh, we also talked to the Hornsent Grandma with the divine beast head on, and she, talked in reverence to us because she believes we were a sculptor, because she was blind because the horns were covering her eyes, so all she could do was smell us, and the little head masked our tarnished smell, I guess, however that works. Excuse me. Yep. And at the end of that, we got another incantation, which I probably won't be using because it's not very good. And then she will now give us Scorpion Stew, which I want to say gives a damage bonus. Yeah, boosts physical damage negation and restores HP over time. It's pretty good. I don't quite remember if it's a body buff. I think it might be considered a body buff, but I'll look into it later. So now we can get scorpion stews from her anytime we want. And then we gave one to Hornsent, who reminisced about the past that can no longer be. And then he gave us furnace visages, so he wouldn't be in our debt, kind of thing. Okay, well, sure. And then we talked to Tholier, who didn't have anything new, and that was it. Yep, that was the episode. Finished climbing the tower, boss fight, talk. Yeah. And between episodes, I did go back in and farm for the Horned Warrior set. The helmet, the chest, gauntlets, and greaves. I'm actually wearing the chest piece here right now. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice looking. It's kind of like a gladiatorial Reminds me of like a gladiatorial armor kind of thing, but yep. Their helmets do provide. Actually, I have some right here. Their helmet provides strength, and I think it's 5 points. Yeah, it provides 5 points of strength, while the Cursed Blade's mask gives 5 points of dex. So it's very good. Although it does have 0 focus, so you are going to be what's the word? Slept and maddened more often. But yep. So we got his armor set. Trying to remember what else I did. I did try to get some more of the sacred bloody flesh from the blood fiends up on the plateau. If I can get a map. The farmed some from over here. This grace went this way. There's one here. There's another one over here. There's 2 more on the ledge. And dropped down for a 5th. And then warped back and just did it over and over again. It is a 2% drop rate. It's 2% base drop rate. So even with, what is it, 100, even with 20 arcane in the silver scarab, it's still like maybe like 4% at best. So yeah, I only got like 2 or 3 out of that. So I'll go back and get some more eventually, maybe. But excuse me. But and with the levels or the runes we got, we did level up 1 more time. Put 1 more point into arcane. So we're gonna have 20 arcane, which is the requirement for the 1 weapon I want to use much later on. The what's it called? Romina's pole blade, the boss weapon you get from her remembrance. I do like it, although it's basically arcane, so I don't quite know how well it's going to be, but we have 20 arcane now, and that was all I did. Farmed for items, leveled up once, and today we're going to be taking on the next legacy dungeon, Castle Ensis. Not quite sure how far we'll get. Hopefully we'll get the whole thing. It's also not that big. There are some sides, tucked away secret areas, kind of. Well, air quotes secrets, but there are some tucked away areas they have to like go out of your way to get. But hopefully we can do it all in 1 episode. Maybe. We'll see. Yep. And that's the plan. Get as far into Castle Ensis as I can. And our equipment for today, you can start off with the Banished Knight Halberd, a Storm Assault with lightning. Yeah, going lightning because there's a lot of Mesmer soldiers and a Black Knight in here, so they are susceptible to lightning, or most susceptible to lightning, I should say. So hopefully it should take short work of them. Bow, seal, shield, festive hood, horned warrior armor, iron gauntlets, scaled greaves, because it looks pretty cool with this get up. Giant crest because it's awesome. Bull goats, we have more than 51 effective poise. Shard of Alexander for. Oh yeah, I gotta change the Asher War. Never mind. We're not gonna use Storm Assault. I forgot to change it out. I actually want to use a Giant Hunt, so I'm gonna have to change that out here real quick. So, Alexander, Blessed Blue Dew. It's probably the best talisman we're gonna have. Flask has Green Burst and Hard Tier, Pot, Crab, Rolo, just in case. Yeah. Spells, Lightning Spear, Giant Fireball, Pest Threads, Aeonia, Vow, and Heal. Pretty standard spell to get up for me anyway. And here's the stats. And our attack rating is almost 1,000. Only at Shadow Blessing 6. Oof. Yep. Alright. And it's raining, which is actually going to be in our favor if it persists into the castle. I don't know. But, alright. Before we get going, let me fix up my Ash of War. Alright. let's get going. Yep. And now we got a troll knights. A carrion troll knight. Castle Ensis. Thank you. He's gonna buff up here. Ah, great. Trying to keep the poise up. Stance damage anyway. Ah. Oops. Wow. There we go. He's guaranteed to drop Somber 9 and the new Magic Grease. Magic Troll Knight, he does not respawn, so once you beat him, he won't come back. I also have Rykard's Great Rune still active up there, so we're going to get some health on kill. So I prefer Rykard's Great Rune. Godric's Great Rune is strong, at least in the early mid-game. And then I would say Radon is probably better after that, just because it's a percentage boost. Although Godric's Great Rune does have that one bug glitch to it, where if you quit out and reload, you'll actually heal up again, or a bit. Somber 1. Thank you. So, alright, side room. Was what's the magic school? Lazuli, I want to say. At least I think that's what it's called. Get hunted. I think they're the Lazuli magic school. I want to say. I'll have to. Actually, we can actually look it up now. Yes, I know there's an item there. Just give me a second. So instead of carrying sorceries, hexagonal moon is equal to the stars. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, it's Lazuli. Okay. Shadow runes, more money. We'll always take free money. But yeah, there's going to be a few of them in here as well, which is interesting because it's the like the spell sword guys. So I guess they follow their mistress in here, if you want to call it that. More money. We'll always take more money. Let me adjust this real quick. There we go. No, sir. No stomping on the premises. He blocked it. It's dangerous. Yeah. Try to take the dog out first. That was the plan with the fireball, but the guy blocked it. I'm like, ugh. Not supposed to block fireballs for your dog. Well, actually you are, but... Come up here for probably my favorite weapon in all of Elden Ring, which I will be using probably quite often after this. And we have Milady. Oh yeah. It's a light greatsword. Very good for multi-hit builds, or yeah, multi-hit builds. Nicknamed after ladies of noble status for its refined appearance. A light greatsword. R2, R1, and you can R2 into R1. Flows really seamlessly. In fact, I'd rather do R2 into the R1 instead of this. That's slow to start up. Bam. So yeah, we will be plus 25ing this lady. But for now, stick with the halberd. Yes, the one Ash of War we are going to use that with is later on in the castle. Fireflies, so that means there's a way to get down there. Oh, it's over there. Okay, yeah. No, we were down there before. Yes. Alright. So item up there. You have to drop down to get to that one. There's Mr. Black Knight up there on the top of the hill over there. First, you want to run this way. There you go. Take care of these two gentlemen so they don't interfere in our fight. Yeah, I know. You gonna shield bash, or you gonna... He likes a shield bash. That almost killed you. I thought it did there. No. A chest. Loyal Knights Cookbook, #1. Or just Loyal Knights Cookbook. Royal Carrion Knights. We can now make the Royal Magic Grease and Drawstring Grease. If we so choose, which I probably won't. Alright, actually before we go over there, let's actually right here. Yep, here's the drop down. Drop down here, grab this, bolts, money. And you turn around and go up here. And this is how you get to this one item. Flint slab fireflies. Yep, that's that one item. So if you're wondering how to get to that, that's how you do it. You gotta drop down from over here. Pretty sure you can't get that way. There's nothing over there. Alright. In order to get up there, you have to come down from Shadow Altus. So we can't get to that just yet. Alright. Be careful. Right about here is good. There's a dog around the corner. Ah. Oh, you're not gonna double attack this time? I can never really tell when they're gonna do just 1 or 2 bites. Silverfoot. Okay, we'll take it. Closed gate, soldier, and a cross of Mikola. Castle cross message. Left by Needle Knight Lita, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursued Mikola's trail. Kind Mikola seeks the tower sealed by shadow and the gate of divinity found beyond. If we are to reach him, we must burn the tree that seals the path, and for that we require a fire. Well, Melena's still alive, although she can't make fire herself, so. Another shadow tree fragment. Grace. I believe we have enough fragments for another upgrade to our blessing. So we'd be blessing level 7. Level 7. Alright. Starting to get up there, about halfway there. Alright. Sneak up on him. Drop down. And then we have 3 dogs, actually. There's one right here. I think this one's the hard one to hit. Yeah. Got him. This one's the easy one to hit. Now there is a third one down there, but we got 2 out of 3, we should be okay. There he is. Alright. Arrows? Sure, why not? That's the way forward, so we're gonna go the other way. Make sure you jump, otherwise you're just gonna fall to your death. Another Starlight Shard. That's the way we came in. Starting to get up there. Climb up the waterfall, admire the dogs. It's the ladder up. We gotta get these. Oops. Drawstring grease. And an item in a cave behind a waterfall. Just help with the lighting. Not resin, sure, why not? Up we go, up we go, up we go. Take a decent time. friend got zapped and you weren't turning around to look. Not much of a friend. Alright, now we're on the other side of the gates. We gotta open it up. So otherwise, if we die here, we'll have to go all the way around again. Alright. This is back to where the Black Knight was and the Grace. Ow. Wait, you're not dead? Wow. I ducked the bolt. Get hunted, sucker. String? That's just... Don't think there's anything over here. Yeah, just fall to our deaths. I don't quite remember if there's anything over here. I know there's a dog around here somewhere. I think he's over here. Yeah, I see him. Right there. One of those attack around the corner bits. Yes, I know they're there for a jump scare, but it's like, no. Alright, we're gonna get pelted with some magic. Oops. There is only 3 of them, so don't worry. We're actually going to go this way first. Or can we? Oh, yes, okay. Again, if there's a path other than the way forward, we're going to take it. Because who knows what goodies are going to be lying in wait. Alright. And we have Page. Get hunted. Somber Stone. Drop down. Alright. You can just see her now. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Carian Knight Moonrithyll. Excuse me. You don't actually have to fight her, or him, or her, or whatever. I'm going to call her her, just I'm going to assume. But you actually don't have to fight her. You can actually... She won't immediately aggro once you get to the top of the steps, so as long as you stick to the right here and go along the wall, you can go... There's another doorway over there, and it'll pop you out behind her, and you can sneak past her if you want to. We're not going to. We are going to fight her. Yeah. But before that, we're actually going to. Yeah, as long as you stick to the wall, you're not going. She's not going to aggro. So we're going to stick over here, make our way down for another awesome shield in the DLC. It's the complement to the red serpent shield. It's another one we're going to use a lot. The Wolf Crest shield. Yeah. Blue shield featuring an engraving of a wolf under the moon. Excels at fending off sorcery. The wolf is the beast of the Carnival Covenant, a symbol of the moon's pride that none can forget, no matter the remote lands they may arrive in. And like the red serpent or the serpent, the wolf crest has excellent magic negation. Although its fire negation is not the greatest, but that's what we have the serpent one for. It's actually decent lightning and holy too. I think I'll have about the same guard boost as the serpent crest, if not maybe a point less. But we are going to upgrade it as well, and we are going to use it. Probably not now, but we will. Probably pair it with the Milady. Alright. Now for the hard parts. Alright, so Moonrithyll, Carrion Knights. Two things to keep in mind when you fight. First is that she has a colossal sword, so every time she swings, she's going to get a boost in poise, so it's going to be harder to knock her out of animations while she swings. So just be mindful of timings and whatnot. The second thing is, you cannot parry her. She cannot be parried. I have tried. And she can't be parried. For whatever reason, she has a special effect param that prevents parrying. It's I don't agree with it, but probably there just so you don't just blow right through her with parries and whatnot. But so the usual strat would be the parrier, but again we can't. And with our colossal sword, we have to be careful. But other than that, it's just a regular NPC fight. I would use actually. Although, I'm hesitant to use the Hand of Melania just because of her colossal weapon. Because when she swings, she's going to get that boost in poise, so it's going to be... She'll poise right through the first flurry and probably knock us out of our animation. But you know what? Let's give it a try. I want the Rotten Wing. I honestly want to keep the Blue Goat, just so she doesn't, pop us out, but... let's give it a try. Oop. I almost did it again. Alright. It's either going to go brilliantly or it's going to fail miserably. Which one do you think it's going to be? Crab. In fact, we'll chuck a bolt at her. Or two. Pretty good. Huh. We got lucky. And she drops Moonrithyll's Night Sword. It's her colossal weapon. Okay, yeah, we got lucky. We got lucky she didn't decide to swing her sword when she ran up to us. Alright. I mean, my initial plan was to do just giant hunter into the ground, but that works too. Alright. Moonrithyll's Night Sword. It's a colossal sword. It's basically the troll Night Sword that we got in Liurnia. However, this one has a unique skill to it, the Tremendous Phalanx. Yeah. Moonrithyll was the Twin Moon Knight's Chamberlain. She was also a friend to the trolls who served the royal family and proudly wielded their weapons as she fought arm in arm with her gargantuan comrades. Alright, so Moonrithyll was a she. I probably can't use the Ash of War. Well, let me Alright, so the Tremendous Phalanx is just... It's like the regular Phalanx Ash of War. Except you spawn Great Phalanx, like the giant trolls. And it does have a follow-up. A nice thrust. Just like the base Phalanx. But again, it's also a colossal weapon, so It's a magic colossal weapon, which I would not be using, but it's there if you want it. And these glint blades hang around for like, I think 30 seconds, 60 seconds, give or take, until they ran to the door. Rellana's cameo. Nice. Talisman that boosts. Yep. Enhances attacks executed from maintaining stance from the same stance for a short while. Yeah. Engraved as a reminder of the unparalleled devotion of those who left their homelands to serve Rellana. By your leaving, we will accompany you wherever your lunar vessel takes you. Yeah. I think after half a second, 3/4 of a second, when you hold like a stance skill like Unsheath or Square Off or anything like that, you'll get a damage boost. So when you do a attack out of the stance, it'll do extra damage. Stacks pretty well with the Alexander's Shard. Probably not be using it. I don't know. We'll think about it. All right, Mr. Praying Soldier. ... Oh, America. I beg, embrace your child. And give us a sign. How long must this holy war stretch on? Man, I'm guessing it's stretched on for a while if this guy's over here begging for it to end. I forgot about that guy. I thought he was later on in the... thought he was later on, but... Yep, here's another sorcerer. We have another one here. I recommend taking this guy out first, because he will aggro on and kind of come up from behind. Thank you. Yeah, so if you go past the room, this guy aggroes, and then when you start fighting here, he'll hear you come out and sneak up on you, so definitely take him out first. Right. Another... Alright. Firefly, slab firefly. Nothing in there. It's not the way up to the roof. Can we hop over? Alright, it's probably best to do over here, past the gate. Alright. That's the way forward, which means we're going to do the drop down first. I always do the side areas first just to get all the goodies. So I don't like backtracking. Alright, do gems. Sure, why not? I don't quite remember what they're used for. Look into the chapel where Mr. Spirit's at. Alright. There should be a... There he is. Actually, can we kind of get the drop on him? Not really. Alright, so just prepare for a quick fight. No, sir. We don't like that. Nothing over here. there's a drop down here, but I want to make sure we got everything over on top. There's the camp we started at. We're getting high up here. We have a little bit more to go as well. Alright, so that's the rooftop. So let's do the drop down. Okay. And for a magic castle, there's no invisible walls in it. Not that I know of. And we got the Glint Blade Trio. Kind of. Well, argue. Well, how do I say this? It's better than the single blade. It'll do more stance damage overall, but I think it does about the same amount of damage, maybe. So, damage to FP ratio, I think the single one's better, but if you want to stance break things, use the trio. Yeah, and there's the, what's it called? I don't know, the astral lathe guide thing. Usually a starlight shard at the base. Can we get that? Oh yeah, we can't get that from here. We actually have to be up at Altus. You can only get to that after we clear Ensis. From up there, it drops down to drop down. So you'll see a number of places where you think you can get to it, but you actually can't. Not until you get it to the plateau with a couple of drop downs. Right, with that done, we have a few more soldiers left. An item or two, a knight. I think we'll be at the boss. I want to say that is... Okay, that's the way to Tholier. Yeah, there's the cross. You can actually see it, barely see it. There's the Mikla Cross. Tholier should be right there. That way to the suppressing pillar, which is right there. Then a bit off to the right is the way to the dragon pit. You can actually see a ruined forge right in front of us. That's on the plateau, so we can't get to it just yet. I don't care, get the dog. I can deal with the soldiers later. It's the dogs I gotta worry about. Oh, shut up. Again, shut up. Yeah, if time did a bit better, we could have gotten, 3 or 4 of them with a giant fireball. If I was prepared, but I wasn't. Sleeping Stone 6, mushrooms. 5. We have another friendly forager brew. He's on the plateau. Let's go ahead and just mark his general location. A bit further this way. There we go. just so we know where he is when we get to the plateau. Though we'll eventually stumble upon him when we go to the forge there. Oh, I forgot about you. Get poised. That's why I got the Bulgo Talisman on. Not just for the 51 poise, but because it'll reduce poise damage from anything that has hyper armor to it. You know, Ashes of War, spells, whatever, that gives you bonus poise. Bulgo will prevent that from being depleted quickly. Hence why we are to poise through him. Imbued Sword Key. It's actually the 4th one in the game, and there is a use for it. We will use it. Alright. Yeah. Mr. Knight. Stand aside, buddy. You don't want this. Said you didn't want this. That was a blessing. No, you don't want this. I told you didn't want this, but no, you had to get in my way. Yeah, he tried to use a Blessing of America, I believe it was. A full heal, basically. Similar to the Halic Tree Knights. They have their own version of it. So, stay on top of him if he backs up like that. Alright, go up. I think we're free. Or, I don't think there's anything left in front of us. Big old chamber. Alright, here we go. Here's the grace for the boss. Boss door is over there. But before that, we're going to grab another Ash of War. Requires us to hop over the railing. I don't think there's anything over there. Just drop down, drop down, drop down. Okay, I don't think there's anything else by the tower. I think the only thing that's here is what's inside. Yeah. We've got some misbegottens. Just wondering what I can see from over here. I'm pretty sure there's a boss over there, I think. I think it's one of the red bears. I believe is over there. A whole bunch of misbegottens. See a cross. Giant prawn. The cross Mikola, some ruins. There's the Cathedral of Manus Meteor. Fort of Reprimands that way. On the other side of those rocks. There's a ghost flame dragon over there. Alright. Let's go grab the item. Looks like we'll have enough time to... Well, it really depends on how... It really depends on whether Rellana wants to cooperate or not. Alright, so that's the way back. Let's climb the tower. But yeah. Depending on how well Rellana cooperates, should be able to get this done in one episode. not a very big legacy dungeon. I mean, there are little twists and turns here, but most of it you can't, or pieces of it you can't access inside the castle itself. You have to actually come from the outside to drop down. Alright. And here we have Ash of War Wing Stance. That's an Ash of War, I think it's exclusive to the Light Great Sword. Yeah, Light Great Swords. So it's only available for a Milady. It's a stance skill, so we can use Rellana's cameo with it if we wanted to. R1 is a 3-hit slash. The R2 is a lunging thrust. Alright. Drop down. Drop down. Drop down again. Alright, and then this should take us back to the Black Knight that was guarding the elevator. Drop down. Just jump to make sure. Alright. Gotta call the elevator. Alright. Now we should be ready to, well, almost ready to fight the boss. I have some preparations to do. But the boss of the dungeon is Rellana, Knight of the Twin Moon. Oh yeah. She's basically like a Melania, as a fast, multi-hit, combo spamming boss. Yeah, so she has twin sword, she attacks, she has pretty long combos. She uses magic and fire in the second phase, magic in the first phase. She can be slept, although it's a sleep stagger, so she won't go fully to sleep. She'll kind of take a stagger step. She can be bled, she can be poisoned, rotted. I think she could be frostbit, though she's pretty resistant to it. Alright. I want this, that. My misericord, because my plan is to parry her. It only takes 2 parries to get a riposte out of it, so it's far more practical than Melania. I need that and the dagger. I don't know if I'm going to need this. I probably should keep it anyway. Definitely going to need that. I don't know. I don't know. She does a lot of magic attacks, so yeah, sure, why not? I don't know what I'm going to use. Jeez. Yeah, we'll do that. That looks good. Alright. Rellana, Knight of the Twin Moons. You can summon Needle Knight Lita for this if you want. I don't plan on it, because having another player or another entity will just kind of distract her from trying to parry her. Her resistance, she is most susceptible to thrust and lightning, hence the lightning affinity on the misericord. Says most susceptible, she has 0 negation for lightning, thrust. I think the next one is standard physical and strike, and holy, which have 20% negation, I believe. And the next one is fire with 25, and then magic and slash at 40. So I definitely recommend a lightning weapon if you can. Otherwise, stick to like a standard physical attack if you can. All right. This may take more than one attempt, depending on how cooperative she's going to be. She may not be very cooperative, and I may miss my timings. We'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised if it takes more than one attempt. She was my second most attempted boss in my initial playthrough of the DLC, only because I forced myself to parry. But, alright. Alright, so we'll drink, bow, grab. Alright. And it's raining, nice. What you gonna do? There you go. Nice. The raining's definitely helping. Further reducing her negation. Don't be too close to her because she has a hitbox there. Nice. We're gonna back up, heal. Or do that. I don't know how to dodge this. Oh. I guess they fixed it. Oh no. Alright. Just heal up. There we go. Oop. Ah. Double chug. What you gonna do? Yes. Thank you. Remembrance of the Twin Moon Knights. Rellana, Knight of the Twin Moon. Wasn't too bad. Got a little hairy here and there. Yeah, it all depended on RNG, whether depended on what she wanted to do and my reaction time. But some of them comes out a bit quicker than I'm used to or able to. Though we do like it when she jumps to the left or to the right. Those I have down pretty pat. And also helped that it was raining. We got lucky with that. The rain further reduced her negations by 10%. So that's... Mwah. Yeah, started off with Lightning Spear and just parried her way through. I think they fixed it, because I remember during her phase transition when she empowers her sword with the magic and fire, if you get her to do her magic blade attack, if you stood like right in front of her, there was no hitbox. You could just stand there and she would attack and you wouldn't get hit at all. But I guess they fixed it because we were getting hit, or it might have been me blocking, which adjusted my hitbox a bit. That might have been the cause. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But I think they fixed that little hit issue. But also when she does the Karian sovereignty skill, the giant magic greatsword that comes down and she swings around. She also has a close range hitbox on that, so that's why I didn't want to get too close. It's also easier to dodge when you're further away. But yeah, that went about what I expected. Get the parries off. Missed one here or there. Yep. And I also remembered to do the foot. We're going to level up. I want to level... we'll just... I should put some more points into strength, to be honest. But I don't really need to, or don't want to. Endurance is fine. Mind, I could use some more mind. I should probably keep going arcane. For that one, well, I can always respec if I have to. Though I don't want to either. I should get 60 vigor. We'll have enough anyway. Let's go. We'll make our next goal 60 vigor. Get to the soft cap. 60 vigor is the last soft cap before the hard cap at 99. Alright. Do I want to do anything else? What's our time? You know what? We'll go NPC talking. We'll go out there, hit the next grace, and talk to some NPCs. I think we'll do that, and then we'll call it an episode. No, we busted her chair. I'm pretty sure she would have busted it herself. Shadow Altus. The next major area of the DLC. At this point, NPCs have moved, or they should have moved at this point. Thank you. And we have Needle Knight Lita, and Horn Scent, and a cross. Shadow Fragment. Abandoned here, my heart. Oh, Mikla, how are you alive if you don't have a heart? Alright, Lita.
Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless it'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Mikula put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living god.
Wow, if the only reason you're here is because some guy brainwashed you, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign at all. But to each their own, I guess.
Wondering about the horn scent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Messmer to purge the Tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
They were also man, so they weren't any saints, but they were just like everybody else. That's pretty true, honestly. And they were on the losing side, so yeah. Bigger army diplomacy in action.
Wondering about the horn scent, are you? True enough. Long ago, a cleanse, it's no wonder that aside. And in this, they were never saints, they just happened, but it's still a wretched.
Alright, so that's all she has to say. Blood Perginin, which don't respawn. And Grace. We have Monk's Missive. May the best win. A letter bearing a terse message and an illustration of a monk, his hands held together. Seek me to the east if you wish to pursue the way of the warrior. When you find me, you will challenge me to a bout. There is no need for words. Oh yeah. we need the gesture in order to do this, which we will, because it will allow us to get the hand-to-hand weapons, which I will probably use at least once or twice, because they are fun to use, even though they're not the best. But they are good. It's just, it takes some getting used to. Remembrance. Once a Carian princess, Rellana disavowed her birthright and chose to stand at Mesmer's side instead of knowing full well that not even the brilliance of the moon could grant him succor. Before long, she became known as the Sword of Mesmer. I think she was in love, to be honest. That's my take. She followed him because she loved him, I think. That's my headcanon, and I'm going with it. Hornsent?
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Take this.
New cross map. Okay. The cross maps are just kind of there to help you direct you into the progression of the DLC. That's what I think they're there for anyway.
Mikola has said as much himself. He wishes now to throw it all away. He says the act, though undoubtedly painful, will sear clean the Earth Three's wanton sin. The truth of his claim can be found at each cross, which is evidence enough to earn my belief.
Am I sure it's belief of your own volition or of his? Because you are charmed by Mikola after all. But yes, I think Mikola is one of those characters where he means to do good, but he just goes about the wrong way. So that's what I think. His heart's in the right place, but his mind is doing the wrong thing.
Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. The blood of your fellows, the Earth Three faithful.
We can give him another scorpion stew? Oh. But that umbral tree where our blood must spill. Umbral is like another word for like dark or black. So black tree. I'm guessing the shadow tree over there where our blood must be spilled. Huh. I just thought of something. I'm going to try it when we get there. I'll talk more about it when we get there. I just thought of something. I don't know if it's going to work or if it's nothing, but we'll see. Give him a scorpion stew.
I've had my fill. Indeed, I have no wish to wax nostalgic about days gone by, nor do I yearn to friendship kindle.
No. I guess he doesn't want it.
Go to the misshapen in that forsaken.
Okay. Yeah. Hornsent, we tried. We just want to be friends, buddy. Alright. What's I gonna do? I want to go... at least... Freya's still there. We'll start here, and then we'll go to Freya and then Tholier and see what happens. Alright. Sir Ansbach.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here?
Nothing new from you. More?
Welcome.
Welcome.
I, fine for you. Things bring
Bring joy to all. Okay.
goodbye.
Nothing new. I thought you would have new things. I know the final movement of the NPCs happens when the Great Rune is broken. So we're going to try not to break the Great Rune as long as we can.
Let us both take kindly Mikola's guidance to heart. May we meet again on the battlefield. Brave warrior.
Alright, nothing new from you. I figured you would at least have something about the plateau and the Shadow Keep and all that, but I guess not. Dolier probably doesn't have anything new either, so we'll just talk.
So,
Yeah, nothing new. Alright, never mind. Let's go back here. So I guess the next big movement is, again, when the Great Rune is broken. When Miklo breaks his Great Rune. Alright. And with that, I'll call it an episode. Yep, we got through all of Castle Ensis in one episode. That just goes to show how small it is. Well, at least the immediate areas you can get to. Again, if we look on the map, there's this whole section over here we can't get to from inside. We have to come up and around to drop down to get in here. There's also some areas over here that we have, like over here particularly, we have to drop down from up here. I think there's like another area or two where we have to drop down over here, I think. But yeah, we got all of Castle Ensis done that we could right now. And then we beat Rellana in one attempt, which was lucky. Again, my first time through, she was the second longest attempt, or the second most attempts of any boss of the DLC through my first go around. Only because, I try to parry her. And it also helped that learning to parry Melania also helped, I think. Because Rellana and Melania have some moves in particular that they share. Well, two in particular. Their little dash to the left, dash to the right. It's almost the same. So if you can do Melania's dash left, dash right, you should be able to do Rellana's pretty easily. You might have to adjust your timing a little bit, but yeah, if you can parry Melania, you can parry Rellana, because they're both quick, they're both jumpy and combo crazy. But we got her done, grabbed all the stuff, picked up Milady, the wing stance, the wolf crest. Yeah, got all the good stuff I wanted. Also got lucky with Moonrithyll. I initially was planning on using the halberd to, giant hunter into a stun lock kind of situation. But I said, let's give the Melania a try, because it's usually my go-to for NPC fights, and we got lucky. She didn't, decide to swing at us when she got close. But, yep, there's a cathedral over there. There's the Rao ruins, or the ruins of Rao, wherever everyone pronounce it. And the Shadow Keep. There's I want to say that's the Shaman village up there. There's the Cathedral of Manus Matir. Yep. There's going to be a whole bunch of Mesmer soldiers just between us and that furnace golem. Yeah, but we can't get too close, though. Because if we get too close, then Miklo will break his Great Rune. And when he does that, the NPCs move on, and I don't want to do that just yet. The other place he'll break the Great Rune is just beyond a place called Bonnie Village. You can go into Bonnie Village, you just can't go too far past it, because that's also another trigger for him to break the Great Rune. But yeah. So we'll go to we'll probably break the Great Rune outside of Bonnie Village, to be honest. That's probably where it'll happen, because Bonnie Village will lead us to the cathedral up there, to Manus Matir. So I want to do Shadow Keep after we clear out the plateau in any area we can get to. Because again, the plateau is the second major area of the DLC. The first area being Graveside Plains and all the places you can get to there. Then it's Shadow Altus and all the places you can get here. And then it's the Ruins of Ra is the next major area. Although that's kind of self-contained, straightforward. But it is a sizable area, and you can get lost. I have gotten lost there once or twice myself. But yeah, Ensis done, Rellana's down. Talk to some people. And the next episode we'll be starting our exploration of the Altus Plateau, or not Altus Plateau, Shadow Altus. Yeah, we'll probably swing left first. Take care of this little area right here first. There's this little gateway has the imbued teleporter, or yeah, teleporter that's unlocked through the imbued sword key we picked up. There's also like a ghost troll down here, which I think respawns, but I'm not too sure. And we can also use this area to drop down to the rest of Ensis that we couldn't get to. So that's probably what we're going to do first. Well, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the map. They're just going to beeline to the map, pick it up, and then go from there. Well, we'll pick it up, then we'll do this little section here. This section here. And then we'll probably swing this way. We won't do the, we're not going to do that just yet. I'd rather, actually, yeah. Yeah, map this section here, and then we'll actually go back down and use the Spirit Spring to go up to Fort of Reprimand. That's what we'll do. But then we can go out of there and just kind of make our way north, clearing out the area as we go. I like it. I like that plan. But, yep. But that is for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.